Okay, so a very warm welcome to this first video on social impact business of 2022. And I'm joined by a colleague that has been inspiring me for this last year. So Debbie Hill, very warm welcome to you this afternoon.
Thank you, Anjali. Lovely to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, well, thank you very much for agreeing. And we were just actually having a conversation about what social impact means and how great it is that you've volunteered actually your time to come along and help me to explore what social impact can mean for us as business owners and entrepreneurs. So okay, so I have come up with questions that I'm going to ask you and everybody actually that I'm going to interview over the next year. And I don't think I told you this, but these questions came from a questionnaire that I sent out last year, asking peers, so other coaches and friends, what social impact means to them and what they would like to know about running a social impact business. So shall we make a start on those?
Why not?
Okay, great. So Debbie, I'd love to know, what does social impact in terms of business mean to you?
To me, social impact. I think it depends on your business. It can mean so many things. For me, I've looked at, what am I offering?
Yeah.
Society.
Yeah.
How will it affect them?
Yeah.
And how my main concern was, obviously anyone that's in business or anyone you go to work, we all need money to live. Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But also, as I wanted to give back as well. That to me was my way of, how can I make a difference to society? How can I help society? Because there is, not everyone, it depends on what you're selling, whether it's a product or a service. And there are people out there that sometimes can't afford the things that they need. So I looked at how I can impact people to help the people that otherwise couldn't afford the services that I would be offering, for me to give back.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Great, thank you. I really love how you've brought out this. I think it's a bit of a wrong view that actually, as a social impact business, we do need to earn money as well. So, and that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So
it is, isn't it? It's finding that balance. I think, Anjali, it was to get the business up and running. That my business is in two parts.
Yes.
So the main one was to earn the money. Yes, we all need to live. We all have mortgages and rent and things like that.
Absolutely.
So my business will be to take over from my full-time job. Yeah. So that I can be at home, I can work on my own business. So we all need money to live. It's as simple as that. Doesn't matter what you do, whether you go to work or you've got your own business or you sell a product or a service. So yes, we all want to better ourselves as well. And sometimes in order, especially in our line of work, you do need some training, you do need some qualifications. They can cost an awful lot of money. So, we do need money to get back the training and the time that we've taken. But I wanted to get that nice balance. I'm not one of these, I don't want to be a multimillionaire. I want enough money to live comfortably.
Great.
But also to have enough money coming in that I can serve other people who need help but can't afford it.
Yeah, great. And that's the life coaching side of your business, yeah?
Yeah.
And what's that called?
Tranquility Blue.
Right. Okay. And so that's the side of your business that is earning the money for you, for your mortgage, for life, for training,
Yes.
everything that will mean that you can have a sense of growing in your life, as we all
Yes.
want to do. So what's the other side then? Because you said that there were two sides.
There were two sides. Initially, the second part of that, the offshoot from that, is Balancing the Blue, which is purely to help employees in the police force, purely because that's quite close to my heart, because I worked alongside the police many years ago.
Okay.
I've seen some of the struggles. I have good friends in the police force. And trauma is such a big thing. So that to me, I feel with my life experiences, I can really help them. Great. So that was my way. And over the years, the police have been there for me.
Okay.
So that was my way of giving back to be able to help them. And it'll be a place where there'll be all different types of help for them. So yeah, that will not earn any money as such.
Okay. So I think I remember from when we were talking before that actually that side of your business, or that part of your business, you're going to offer for free. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. That is quite inspiring, actually. That vision.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the life coaching, the Tranquility Blue, will grow enough that then I can use some of that money.
Yes.
And I mean, it may be sometimes to get people to continue to be in as a member with Balancing the Blue, police employees. Sometimes you might have to charge a little bit, which might be, I don't know, let's just say off the top of my head, £5 a month. Okay. But they get a lot for that, but that money goes back into it.
Yes.
And my way of giving that then would be to donate to that money to different police charities.
Great.
Rehabilitation centres and things like that, and for trauma specialists.
Yes.
So it will be a very small amount, and it will go back into helping the police. Yeah,
I see. Yeah. So the first part, the Tranquility Blue, is a business for growth, and then the second part, the Balancing the Blue, is the not-for-profit part of your business. Yeah. Okay, that's a really clear.
Yeah, I'm hoping later on that I'd like to grow Tranquility Blue that much that then I could say, well, actually, do you know what? I don't have to work 5 days a week. I've only got to work 4. So I'm going to give 1 day of my time for free to the public.
Yes.
Because again, there are public out there that may need life coaching, different types of help, that again, to expand that as well.
Yeah. So it's very much a work in progress.
Yes.
Yeah, great. And of course, in this pandemic time, we just see this need as coaches all the more, don't we? Particularly in terms of mental health.
Very much so. I know we were just talking earlier, there was a course that I did on self-harm and suicide.
Yeah.
And when you look at the statistics and the actual data, it's quite frightening. Yeah. It's really, really sad, that, and that's where I so much want to help, because it is unavoidable. Problems really are only temporary. So I think it was in the first 6 months, there was a mental health campaign. Within the first 6 months of lockdown last year, I think they had 670,000 phone calls.
Gosh.
Staggering amount of people.
Yeah. I know certainly in my background as a nurse, then it was very well known that particularly for men, I think that's often the silent killer, really, that we don't hear about so much, is that particularly for younger men, up to 45 years old, the statistics are incredibly high. So about 1 in 12 guys will have attempted suicide within that age range, which is huge.
Yeah, it is very much, I say, men at the moment and that sort of age range. It's you know, very, very difficult, isn't it? They find it difficult to talk, but there seems to be a lot of campaigns going on now. So hopefully that stigma will go and it will change.
Yeah. So your business sounds very timely as well as very visionary.
Yes.
And so in terms of practicalities, has there been one bit of business advice that you have received that you have kept leaning back onto over this time to guide you?
To guide me. No, I'd say it's my stubbornness, Sanjali.
Okay.
If I believe in something and I feel I've really got something to give, and believe in something, because there were so many obstacles along the way, trust me, that there were times when I thought, do I really need this headache? You know, nothing goes to plan. Everything takes ages. No, just my own stubbornness and my own belief in what I'm doing. But also, we all know with life coaching, it's mind management, isn't it? Sort of thing. It's your mindset. Yeah. So I've started, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until I get there. And also, I would say people like yourselves. I mean, on the course, you know, you get support from other people. People are interested in what you're doing. They believe in what you're doing. They think it's great. So you think, well, all those people can't be wrong, really. So my stubbornness as well.
Yes. Yeah. That's really lovely to hear how important it is that you yourself as an entrepreneur has that passion and belief that your social impact business idea can work, and it is, and it takes time.
It does. And I think it's surrounding yourself with positive people, like-minded people as well. If you really just believe in yourself, we're all capable of far more than what we think we are.
Absolutely. So if there was one bit of advice that you could give to somebody who, particularly, you know, at this stage in the pandemic and all this uncertainty, has had the idea of starting a business that will have a positive social impact, what would your one bit of advice be?
Surround yourself with your biggest cheerleaders, people that believe in you, that want to support you. And if you do hit obstacles, I see that as it's a test. How badly do you want this?
And then you have those cheer leaders around you to support you.
Keep you going.
I really support that. That's a great one. Okay. So in the last minute or two then, is there anything that you would like to share with any viewers of this video in terms of your business and what's happening over the next few months, or maybe the next year?
The next year, gosh. The next few months. I've noticed over the last few months, a lot of people say to me, what is life coaching? A lot of people don't know what it is. So I've decided that what I'm going to do a presentation on life coaching. What is life coaching? Just so it gives people an overview of actually what it is. Because there's so many different types of help you can get out there, whether it's psychotherapy, counseling, you can see a psychologist, there's consultants, there's life coaches. It's never ending, isn't it? So I think just giving people an understanding of what life coaching is and how it can work. You and I both know, we did the course together, and to see it work that's the reward. It's amazing to see that, get that breakthrough session when someone goes, wow, I see that now.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just working with a young lady yesterday, and just in one session itself, seeing the young woman who walked in was a completely different person to the woman who walked out with her head held high, or higher, I should say. Yeah, it is. It's a real privilege to do this work. And it's been wonderful to have this time finding out a bit more about your business and to have you share your experience. So thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you very much for inviting me, Anjali. It's been lovely talking to you again.
Well, I look forward to seeing you soon. And yes, please do leave any comments or questions that you may have for Debbie or myself. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.